Hey, this is the ARS Virtual Studio team reporting on our third sprint. So this sprint, we focused on doing representative tasks for the two design outcomes that we have in our design arguments. Um, some of the representative tasks that we focused on are kind of shown on screen, um, and these are basically just coming from information that we've pulled from the various interviews that we've done with people in DTR class. As a follow-up to that, we did some paper prototyping. So we chose two of the representative tasks that we had listed and did paper prototypes on them. Specifically, we looked at a paper prototype that focused on connecting researchers with other kind of niche area gurus, and we did one on querying stories and tasks, and reusing old stories and tasks to present information to novice researchers. After doing that, we decided to kind of take a step back and really think about what we wanted to focus on for the upcoming sprints. And so we went ahead and put together a quick decision matrix, which basically allowed us to compare the tech feasibility, usability, or sorry, usefulness, as well as our interest and some various other factors for the representative tasks that we had listed. So as you can see here, we went through and ranked them all, and we realized that the one that we felt like would be most interesting to us, as well as had kind of um, arms in a lot of the other categories, was recognizing resources and best practices um, for successfully executing a plan.
So we also did an in-class survey and analysis. We felt that we needed to know a lot more information about our users. We didn't know enough, so we did a 6-question open-ended survey, as you can see here. And then we got the responses from that as well as in-class discussion. And then after that, we kind of synthesized all the results. We took our results, figured out what people were saying, and we kind of focused on two major points, which are high level and big picture planning for research. We saw that a lot of people felt that a pain point for them was actually figuring out what the next steps were, as well as we thought that best practices were still relevant because students still didn't seem from class discussion as well as the survey that they were necessarily using best practices. So right now we're finding related work to these two topics and going into the SIG meeting, and we're going to make another decision matrix to kind of figure out what the next step for our research is.